Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing a part 2 of questions you should be asking host families during the interview process. So one of the questions to ask is, what are your childcare alternatives when I go on vacation? Finding out the answer to this question can help you understand if it's going to be a difficult process for the host family to organize someone to look after the kids. And if it is, it kind of indicates that it may be difficult to get time off and you might have to ask way in advance. And if you're someone who likes to plan closer to the time, this could be difficult for you and the host family to meet in the middle. So when I asked my host family this question, they had the kids' grandmother, so my host dad's mom, who lived a few hours away, and she would come if they ever go overseas, or if the au pair, for example, needed some vacation time. The grandmother would be able to come, and she was very hands-on, so it made things very easy for the host family as well as for me when I asked for time off, and she was always available, so it was never really an issue. And this was very nice because it never made me feel like I was putting them in a situation that they couldn't handle, or I never felt guilty or anything like that. So I think asking this question will help you understand the dynamic of the family and know exactly how it would be if you ask for time off, because I know some host families can be kind of passive aggressive towards the au pair if they're struggling to find someone to look after the kids, or they kind of don't want to let you get that vacation but they know that they have to, and it can be very awkward. So just knowing exactly who the person who would come to look after the kids is will make it easier. Sometimes also host families are able to take the time off when you go on vacation. And on the same topic, you should also ask them how far in advance they would want you to tell them when you want to take your vacation. So this eliminates any misunderstandings or allows you to also know exactly how to plan for your time off. Another question to ask is, how flexible are they to giving you a half a day, maybe on a Friday, or a half a day on a Monday? This is a good question to ask because if you do go on a little weekend trip, sometimes it's cheaper to get a flight on a Friday midday rather than Friday night, or sometimes it's also easier or cheaper to arrive on a Monday midday rather than Monday morning. So having a family that maybe has someone who works from home that can take the kids to school or fetch the kids, that would make your travel time, if that's what you want to do in the States, a lot easier and more flexible. Now, this is not something that all host families are open to doing, but there are a lot of families that are very accommodating to their au pairs and are very willing to give them a little bit of time off here and there that doesn't even cut into their vacation. It really just depends on the host family and how they feel towards that. So if you don't mind traveling only on a Friday night, or coming back on a Sunday night, then that's okay as well. But this is just for people who maybe would like that extra flexibility. Another question to ask is if the family has been in rematch before. This is not very uncommon, especially if they've had multiple au pairs over the years, to have one or two rematches here and there. Often it's because of personality clashing, or maybe the au pair was homesick, so it's not always a bad thing, but it's good to know if they have been in a rematch, and then you can ask them why. You should also ask if they do have former au pairs, if you are able to contact them or connect with them, so you can ask the au pair questions. If they refuse to do this, this would be a red flag, and you should think about whether or not the family is the right one for you, because every host family should be willing to allow you to connect with their former au pair. Another question to ask is if family or friends are allowed to come sleep over. I had my mom come and visit me when I was in Chicago, and she stayed with me for about 7 days. My host family has always welcomed au pairs to bring their family and friends from their home country to come and visit. And I also had au pair friends that would come stay over now and then. As long as they met them before, they were happy to do that. Another question to ask is if the kids have any learning disabilities. Sometimes in the application, some host families might omit this, but it's important to ask. And if certain kids have learning disabilities, you should ask if you will be expected to do their homework with them, or you should ask questions like how severe the learning disability is and how it affects the child's day-to-day, and what kind of accommodations the family makes to assist the child, and what you'll be expected to do with the child. So you want to know what will be expected out of you, and you want to know what to expect when you arrive there. Another question to ask is how safe is the area you'll be living in. Oftentimes people who have au pairs live in moderately nice to very nice areas, so there's nothing to worry about, but this is also just a question to ask just to make sure that you will be living in a safe neighborhood. Another question is, in the summer when the kids are on summer vacation, do the kids go on summer camp? Will it be a day camp? Will it be overnight camp? And if not, what kind of activities does the family expect for you to plan for the kids? This is a very important question because 2 months of summer vacation means that kids that are usually at school will be home, and you will be having to entertain them. So it's important that you know what to expect. I hope you found this video informative. Please check out my 5 red flag video on host families so that you can see those questions to ask or things to look out for when you are doing the interview process, and check out part 1 of this video for more questions to ask. Please like this video as well as comment. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.